Hey guys, welcome to my very first live stream of futures trading. So, a little bit about me. I am an equities trader, and I've been trading equities for about a year or two, and all my equity plays kind of played out. So I was looking for something to do, and I decided to start trading futures. Especially, I'm interested in Bitcoin and altcoins and cryptocurrencies. Thought this would be a good place to start. So for those of you who traded on Binance before, you'll see I'm using the Binance testnet, and I think it gives you something like $100,000 to play with. When I switch to trading with real money, if I can actually do this and learn how to do it, I'll probably be using like $1,000 or $2,000. I'm gonna try and start there and grow it because I'm a student. I don't really have a lot of extra funds kicking around. So, I think we're on, this will be day 5 of trading the testnet, and so I make sure to keep my margin limit under $1,000. And I think I'm at $100,026. Yesterday, I posted a video on my YouTube yesterday. I made this awful trade. I think I spent something like $450 and lost like half of my account on this Binance trade. And check out the video on YouTube if you want to see what happened. So today I'm going to look at just some new trade ideas. I made some great trades this morning that I'll show you guys quickly, but I do want to make 1 or 2 more trades tonight. I have some spare time. So I just want to show you one thing quick before we get started. So this morning, if anybody is familiar with the BNB trade that I made yesterday, basically I shorted it somewhere, no, on the 25th. Yeah, I shorted here. I thought it was going to keep coming down. It's on this huge downtrend, so I shorted here. And strangely enough, on Binance Futures, this drop didn't happen. Actually, I'm not totally sure why yet, but it just kept going up. And I really thought it was going to keep dropping, so I kept buying, or shorting rather, kept buying. And then it just skyrocketed, and then like I was like, got liquidated, whatever, it's a whole thing. But this morning, today's August 27th, so this morning I started trading at about 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock here. And I kind of saw this setup, and if you zoom in here to the 5-minute chart, right here, I guessed that this was going to be a heads and shoulders trade. So for those of you that don't know, heads and shoulders comes up, comes down, comes up higher, comes down, and they call this here the neckline. I'll show you. So they call this right here the neckline, and this is supposed to be, so if it comes up, comes down to the same spot, comes up, boom, you're supposed to make a put somewhere around here, or sell short. So it's rising, boom, and so right here I started trading, and I kind of saw this opportunity. I think I saw it here actually. I was kind of wondering if this was going to be the heads and shoulders. I just been following someone at the Burb Nest on Twitter who talked about this kind of setup. So I saw it, so I shorted again. I shorted. I wanted to make some of my money back, and I actually wrote this all the way down. You can still see some of my lines that I made here. And so yes, so we're back. So it looks like I only have 100,024, but I was happy when this trade happened. And right now, I ended up going long again, way down here, just a pinch because I was a little nervous. That's what you're seeing here. I think I bought 20 BNB, and we're doing okay. $10 on $1,000 account is at 0.1%, something like that. So it's not terrible. But yeah, so there's the this stream here, I'm going to be trying to find some new trade ideas. And let's see what we got. I don't think I want to trade BNB right now. Some of the other coins I've been trading are BAT. I really like the BAT USDT pair. I've been trading this for a few days and it's been doing okay. So, first thing when I look at this, I'm going to see what's happening on the 1 day scale. This looks kind of scary to me. Yeah, let's get rid of all these. I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know. My instinct says I don't really want to trade this. Don't know if it's going to keep coming down. We can zoom into the 1 hour and see. You know, so yeah, so for the past like pretty much all day, today's the 27th, it's just been coming down. I don't know where we see any support. I guess there's a little bit of support here. So this we're going to call a support line. If you guys don't really know what that is, support and resistance. I can do another video on that to show you guys, but yeah, there's definitely, basically it's where it's changed direction fairly prominently, and we definitely have some support in this area. So I'm not going to trade this. It could keep coming down to but the support and bounce off. This is pretty close to the support, so we're going to come back to this one actually and see and kind of see what's been happening here. So yeah, we'll keep this in mind. You know what? I might even set a buy order. Shit. No. Let's see. We got some other coins that we can trade. Next, I've also been trading OMG, Link, and something like that. So, this one looks better. Okay, so on the 1 day chart, probably same, you know, basically crypto in the past few days has been having this huge sell-off. We don't really know how far it's going to go. I mean, 1st of August was like here, and these two were huge. There's even 3 of them, yeah. Pumped us right back up, so I don't know. There's definitely some 1 day support here, so we'll see. Let's see what's going on. This is probably something I like to see. So, the first thing I kind of do is, I guess, look at what the market's doing. Is the market on an incline? Is it on a decline? Or is it are we trading in a range? This says we might be in a range, but it's also kind of on a decline. But we're at the bottom of the decline here. And I'm not sure I see anywhere that I'd actually want to get in on a trade here. What you might call, some people call like an area of value. What about the 5-minute chart? No. See, kind of in this range here. I'll show you. You know, you got like here and here. Come up, and while there might be a pattern here, I don't particularly recognize one, and I'm not getting any strong signals as to which way this is going. It could keep going here, spike up, it could spike back down to sort of retest this resistance, or it could come up to, or this support, and could come up and retest this resistance here, or resistance here. So, also might have some trades there soon. We don't know. The big thing so far that I've been seeing as I'm learning to trade is lots of people say, don't trade just because you feel like you should. Like, don't get into a trade just because you're not in one, basically. And I've been doing that. I'm guilty of this, actually. I've made a few trades before bed without sort of thinking about it, like, oh, I think it's going to go long overnight. I think that just happened to me with BAT last night. and while I was sleeping, BAT plunged and I got liquidated. It was whatever. it's not real money. I'm playing with it. I'm still in the testnet, but I'm trying to treat it like it is, and pick up some free lessons, basically. So we're not going to enter a trade unless we feel great about it. Okay, moving on. This OMG here, probably same thing. I'm pretty sure all of crypto except for yesterday. A couple things like DOT. I think DOT went up and banned some weird altcoins. Okay, 1 hour. Yeah, so basically, again, all day this has just been dropping. This is kind of promising though. And there's lots of support here. At first look, I think we might have a trade. We're gonna see. There's definitely resistance there. Some people go to these very bottom candlesticks. I haven't been. I've been, sometimes I go to here, because, you know, the market's not exact. The market doesn't always come and retest the exact same position, just kind of close. And we know that this is an area that at least a lot of, as it drops down, a lot of buyers and a lot of bulls are getting back in the market. You can see this here. This shape could maybe be a bearish, like a pin candle, a pin bar they call it, but it's got kind of a big nose on it here, so this isn't in itself totally bearish. This one is definitely super bearish, but it also didn't come through this support, so we're going to give this another look. The 5-minute chart, yeah, it looks like we have definitely resistance here, that's clear. Tested, you know, right back at it. Looks like it tested again and it came down. And I don't know, there definitely is a trade here, I feel like. Another super important lesson I'm learning is to learn my triangles. And this is something I've been working on, so I'm going to take a quick look and see if I recognize any of these triangle patterns. We've got, I got a little side note here, we got double tops, head and shoulders, rising wedges, falling wedges, inverted head and shoulders, double bottoms. I wish I could show you guys what I'm looking at here. And so, I don't know. I mean, it kind of does look like a bull market. Or we've got this kind of rising into this rise up. Comes down, but this down isn't quite that high. So this definitely isn't a rising wedge. Looking for things that rise up. This could be a double top, but it came back. So I'm thinking this pattern actually is a contracting, declining top. No, it's not a rising bottom either. Comes up. I'm tempted to go long here, just because there's a lot of buying pressure. The only thing is kind of that this is declining. But the bottom is... Okay, change our mind. Let's keep looking. Did we look at link already? Yeah, we did. Let's see what happened to the link. So, that's a good sign. That's always good. Coming up. We're going to wait and see what happens right when it gets here. If it retests this, which it looks like it might, if it goes above, we're going to go long a little bit. And if it doesn't, we're going to go short. We might even prep a short here because, you know, look, it hasn't really tested this. I mean, it hasn't really crossed it yet, and it could be a false breakout. So I'm thinking we're going to wait and see what happens as it comes closer to this resistance that we've been seeing right here. And yeah, it's kind of expected. Sometimes I even like looking at the 1 minute chart. So yeah, came up, went down. I'm not ready to short this yet. See, there's quite a bit of buying pressure. We'll come back. See what happened with that. Okay. Don't know what's going on with there. I don't know. Why are pin bars are getting all weird like that? Never seen that. But is this the right? Okay, so we did draw some lines. It looks like we drew one way down here. I'm not totally sure why. That was the closest resistance. It looks like we have some resistance here actually. It came up off the bottom. I'm going to call this. We'll just going to put a line here. So we're going to wait and see. If this comes up a bit, we're going to go long. And then we'll probably expect it. You know, I don't know if that's really resistance. Here, definitely. So there's definitely a long way to go up, but like I said, there's quite a bit of way for it to come down also. Even though, because this is a super bearish pin bar, this one here means basically, oh no, actually this is a bullish pin bar, sorry. Because this basically means that it opened lower, closed higher, but, you know, bears drove it way down, and bulls pushed it back up, and we have a few bullish pin bars here. This is another super bullish pin bar. I think I just want to make sure this one stays green, and then we'll open up a small long position right there. And unfortunately, I'm using the free version TradingView, so I can only have one chart open at a time. You could check on BNB. And I'm looking at when I search it and I'm typing in the BNB US dollar tether futures. You can go perpetual futures, but they're fairly close to the same price. Yeah, wow, Binance shot right up, so I think I longed it somewhere around here. This is the 1 hour chart, yeah, that makes sense. And, you know, we're actually, I've got some drawings here from this morning, or from earlier. I don't know, my heart's not right, I'm not quite back into it, especially because I look over here and I see some definitely pressure and tension right here. If we go through it, maybe I'll long the recent all-time highs or daily highs right here. But just look at this. This does not really look like something I want to be caught in a long position on, although these are promising. And look here, though. If actually I can see it coming back down. If you go to the 1 minute chart. So actually we're above this resistance. I don't know. I'm thinking methinks we go long, but I want to wait to see what happens right here. So we're gonna come back and check on that. Oh. We're already long BNB. I'm gonna hold my position. But if I wasn't long, I think I might open like a small position here. I'm not really chasing big gains. Like, I'm using $1,000. Regularly, you get like a 5 to 7% investment return on your investment in the equities market. So I'm not here for the big wins. I chased a big win yesterday. Really, is what caused that BNB disaster. So I would open a super small position here, like $100, maybe even less. I'm not really, like I said, I rode this morning. I don't want to ride that again. So, but it's, yeah, I don't know. I do want to look at BAT one more time. I don't know why it's doing this. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, so I think it might be safe to go long on a few of these. And this one, look, this is exactly, like I said, it did come back down. So I think we were talking about it right here. I wanted to see what happened. It dropped, so we could have made. I probably could have shorted that. I wouldn't have gone long. And you could have got 1% out of that, which is actually it's actually not terrible for a quick 10-minute trade. That's kind of like. I have a feeling it's going to keep dropping, actually, though. I've kind of seen this behavior this entire time. Comes up, down, where he goes to the bottom, comes up. This is definitely what I would call trade bound, at least for the past range bound, sorry, for the past 15 minutes. And we're going to wait and see what happens on this pin bar. We're just going to give it a minute, and then let's see what's going on the chart. I don't know why these look a little wonky. Huge movement, tons of action happening here, I guess. And these are doji bars. Basically mean there's like not a whole lot of movement happening right here. I think either not a lot of people are trading, or I don't know what these mean. Buyers and bears are about equal. And it's come back up, so I honestly don't know what's happening here. I'm not going to trade that. But the link, I think, was at a sweet spot. And, like, I also like to look for patterns and stuff. I'm trading, like, this morning I saw the head and shoulders. And this, what were we looking for here? Yeah. Everything's just sort of in this range right now. I'm sort of hesitant to pull the trigger on this short just because, kind of, might be a breakout happening here. Like, if we look at this, it's not really, and we look at something like that, there's definitely a pattern here. So this, I believe, is a flat top with a rising bottom. And so it's ascending, and, well, it descended, came up, came down, came down. Something tells me this is a contract and symmetrical, and this is probably a bear market. That's you gotta learn your triangles, guys. I'll post. Well, I'll post some of these on the Instagram that I'm using. But what do you guys think? Should I short that? We're gonna wait a few more minutes. I'm not totally convinced that this is going down, but it certainly looks like a common pattern. So we're going to see. Whichever line it crosses, that's where we're going. Across the top, we're going up. Across the bottom, we're going down. And it seems like it's not ready to make up its mind yet. So let's check in on BAT. BAT was ready to fly last time I checked at it. Oh, jump in. Just this. Not too happy with. Still. Yikes. For some reason the 1 minute chart's on this. And see, like, everything is still ooh. We're still testing that. And yeah. I'm pretty comfortable if this were me. Probably going long here. These two bars. So these, I think these are bullish. These, you know, normally this would, yeah, I don't know. That's tough. So we're just gonna keep looking. I'm not, gotta be honest, not really too happy with any of these trades. So what did we look at? Link, BAT, OMG. It's another one we can. It's another one we can check out. BNB, BAT. Oh, we can look at DOT. DOT had a lot of action yesterday. Yeah, like I was looking at this, I was trading this one yesterday. I think we did okay on it. Wow. You know, this is the first one that we've seen that actually looks kind of bullish. I'm almost pretty set right away to go long on this. Just looking at this chart, especially seeing as this is just the 5-minute view and it's lost, you know, what is that, 10%? It was down 23, 16% from the daily highs. Not that that means anything. I think we're going to pull the trigger on this one. Let's just see what the 1 hour tells us. Yeah, so it's definitely at a key level of support. Obviously, it's testing it. Right here. So, and it really hasn't dropped below this line, and there's some support happening here, definitely here. I don't totally know if I want to trade right here. I'd probably rather get it at 5.6, something like right here. These neutral. This could be bearish, or I mean bullish. Sorry. It's I think that's actually called a piercing. It's a piercing candle, because basically it gaps down and there's a gap there, and the bulls. So it started out lower. It means it opened even lower down here, gapped down, but the bulls managed to drive it all the way back up. That to me is pretty bullish. I think we're going to pull the trigger on DOT. DOT. I'm going to put a limit order in. I'm not really too happy with that price. What did I say? Something like 5.7236. Now, like I said, I'm trading with a lot of money, but I like to keep it under. I like to imagine I still only have 1,000. And so I don't want to commit too much here. And this should actually fill. It should have filled right away. And it looks like it didn't. My experience limit orders on Binance so far have been just awful. I don't know if it's because I'm using the testnet, or what, or if there's not a lot of liquidity on these markets. I'm still trying to figure all this out. but yeah, and I haven't really figured out kind of how to read the order book and stuff yet. We'll get there. But and like any good trader, I should be looking at somewhere that I want to exit the market. So we've got our movement probably going up. I want to be a buyer. Found this sort of area of value here. We'll just call this huge positive uptrend. And gotta think of our exit strategy. Lots of people have lots of different things I've seen. I pretty much just like to go to the next area of value. We're gonna wait and see what happens here. There's a possibility this comes crashing back down. So be aware of that. This is probably an important area that I've identified. We've tested it before. We'll see if we have enough energy to go through that. Looks like we might not, but you never know. I don't know. I'm probably gonna sort of, this would probably be somewhere that I'd want to get out of the position. I would take this L. If it kind of drops below here, I'd be willing to lose this, but who knows what happens after this. I mean, it really sort of could just go into a free fall. So we're going to set a stop loss at 2791. Well, a little bit below. This is an important thing I learned also. There are a lot of traders looking here. Go a little bit below, because it could come touch and come back up. So a couple extra bucks. Go below the lowest one. 5.1834. 5.1834. So stop limit 5.183. It was 5.184. What's that? That's totally fine. And yeah, and then what price? You know what? I'm not so worried about these. I'm probably willing to take anything. So because stop loss, you want to go. You don't want to put the same one, else you risk it not triggering. So I'll take anything a little bit below that. Probably 18194. That's fine. And the amount 500. And this is just reduce only. Sell short. Right, I just want to make sure that's right. I want to sell it for at least that much. We're going to take something higher. That's right. So, sell short. So basically, what I did there is put a stop limit in. So if the price comes down here, it's going to sell it automatically. And we're doing okay here, guys. Check that out. No. You gotta be kidding me. Sometimes this happens. Duh. Well, that's why the channel's called The Rookie Trader. Not really happy with that, to be honest. Yeah. I might have even sold there. This is like... Oh, it's 1%. 0.05. 0.05 times what? How many? 500 times 0.05. Okay, wouldn't have been that much. And you know what? It's come back down. And you know what? I'm still pretty convinced. So we're gonna do this one more time. 5.757. and I'm a little more confident this time. So T3 really should fill this. 5.755. My limit's a little bit lower than that. Pretty sure I'm buying that. Price is higher. I'm willing to pay lower than the price. This should fill. I don't totally know why it doesn't. And this is above the price. This one will never fill. We got 4.762. 0.723. That's way below. I couldn't tell you. We're looking at the dot thing, 5.756. I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, gotta be kidding me. It's just driving me crazy. Did this fill yet? So as this price drops, 5.756. As it passes, 5.723. Really? Why do I have two take profits? Oh, jumping, I was hitting the wrong one. Why didn't anybody tell me that? 5.75. 75, that should fill. This one right here should fill. Now I got way too many. Get rid of this one. That's a sell. I got it on reduce only. So cancel these. Cancel these. Let's buy that. That should fill. $5.7. Oh, there's people who are willing to pay. 7.5. I mean, I'm the lowest price in the order book, so this is the problem with the testnet. It's honestly terrible. Just for fun. I'm pretty sure this is coming up. I mean, I still like what I'm seeing here. You know, this is kind of annoying because we could have really wrote some of this here and sold above this line. I mean, I think we were talking about this trade somewhere in here. Oh, excuse me. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. We're going with a market order. Oh, for some reason I'm at 30 times leverage. And it's saying that's strange. So far, guys, I've been using this Binance Futures platform. It's literally the worst that I've ever seen. 0.769. I have no idea why this dot order hasn't filled. Because it's way lower than the price. And if I go 5.9, means it's the highest. Oh, guys, I've been doing this the wrong way. Why didn't someone tell me? You gotta go above. Wow, it's embarrassing. So this is why we're playing with the testnet. It also does stuff like this. Pretty sure. Weird. I'll have to check the beginning of the video, but I swear that was higher. And we only paid like 30 cents for that trade, so. Somehow, for this trade at 710, paid $1. Wait, how much did I buy? No, I bought more than I intended. Actually, 500, 215 is more than I would typically spend. And even here, honestly, if I was trading on like a normal day, guys, I would probably just limit these at whatever price they're at and get out. Don't market them. I've had so much slippage on this platform here. Oh yeah, I also like last price. So I wouldn't limit this. I'm gonna wait for my dot one to play out. And I think my my stop loss is still going, and I'm looking to still buy some at 570. I might cancel that. I've had bad luck over leveraging. But here, this one, 12 bucks. I'd take that. I mean, I'm in Canada. 12 bucks is in Canadian dollars is like 16 bucks. I already made like 4 earlier off my trade, where I kind of recovered that one, and I was down like to like 600. So I mean, yeah. So I would sell that even at 11. Sure, this is bad. We're gonna watch what happens here. But I would sell that, and I'm happy making 18 bucks a day. I mean, 18 times 265. I can average that as 7,000 bucks. Doesn't sound like a lot, and it's not. It's almost as much as I made last year, and that's 700% of what I've invested. That's insane. This is mostly just a proof of concept here, and let's see kind of what's going on here. Yeah. So this was like this could be a false breakout, which is something we said might happen. It definitely tested. Look at this. Look at that. It definitely tested this line, this resistance here. So it's respecting this for sure, and wow, look at that. So you know, I kind of wish I'd labeled this earlier actually, because I would have just got this trade here. If I had figured out my limit orders properly, I would have got. Yeah, maybe that's being a little bit generous. I'll have to go back, but I think we identified the trade somewhere around here. Probably would have bought this pullback. 0.6%. So 0.6% of 500 times 5.79. You know, that's 18 bucks. Minus commissions, probably 15. Could have cleared another 15 on 11. That's 26. In my dollars, no, that's $35. I would have taken that. I would have taken that and called it a day for today. You know, I did a little bit of trading this morning. Like I said, you don't want to overtrade. It's just you don't want to be in the habit of overtrading. So I'm thinking I might even close out this BNB position. Let's take a look at what BNB is doing. Coming back down. Yeah. We probably should have taken that when I saw it was at 12. It was definitely a little bit. Let's mark that. Some bullish. There's some bulls here. If this comes back up, we're gonna. Ooh. No, I can't really sell it. If it comes here, I'm gonna buy it. So simple as that. That's what we're watching out for. And also I meant to mention here, guys. So I like to use last price. Mark price is, I think, the way I understand mark price. It's like an average of a bunch of different exchanges. I'm not sure which ones Binance uses, but yeah, I like to use that one because you can get 2 totally different prices here, as you'll see if you go here in last price. And whoa, what happened to my dot trade? This one got away from us. Yeah. Okay. Well, it was a false breakout. So we saw this. And you know, this is actually still fine. We're not even worried about this at all. breaks through this line, we're going to be in trouble. And something tells me it's probably not going to. A lot of people are going to see this and buy it because this is just such a great, look at this setup here. This is bullish. And if we come sort of near, like, this is a turnaround spot for sure. Oh yeah, there we go. This is what I was talking about. This is piercing. Gapped lower, gapped up. That's bullish. We're just kind of hoping that ends on a bullish pin bar, which looks like, yeah. Now might be a good time to buy a little bit more dot, actually. I'm going to put another, like, limit. What do we have? 5.759, so 5.62. Let's see if we can get this right this time. 5.772, and we'll buy 10, 100 for. So let's see if that works. It filled. We figured it out. And then yeah, so we're just gonna watch these two trades for a few more minutes, and that might be it for the day. Yeah, not really too impressed with this, not gonna lie. But like I said, I was talking earlier, I would have hit that button, even at 11.50. Would have hit the button. I could still hit it, I think, at 10. This is called being greedy. But I'm at the stage where I can afford to. I just kind of want to see what happens. I'm pretty confident it could retest this, and we'll come back higher. Or we're going to come back up and retest this. It's 50-50 as far as I'm concerned. And I'm okay either way. Down here we're going to lose, 0.1 times, that's like $2. Fine. So we got that sell. How's dot? Oh, dot's getting wrecked. You don't have to win every trade, guys. Also, following this. In the meantime, let's check in on these ones. Still, yeah, we could have probably played this range. So I correctly identified this as range bound. That's nice. That's a good sign, and it's totally respecting it. It just seems every time we catch it, it's in the middle. Wish we caught it either here or here. But what are you gonna do? It looks like it's even kind of narrowing down. One other thing I like actually is Bollinger Bands. I don't even know if that's how you say them. And indicators, these guys, and what they say is kind of, there's a contraction like this you're due for a breakout. You've got moving average, upper band, lower band, and as we'll see, sort of when these compress, you get a spike. It doesn't tell you necessarily which direction it's going to go in, but here you've got this pinch and a spike, pinch and a spike, pinch and a spike. I'm guessing there's a spike coming. I'm just not sure which way, so I'm probably going to stay out of this for now. We don't really like that one too much. But let's see bat. Yeah. I still don't know what's going on with bat. I mean, I'm kind of expecting it to come down and retest this also. I don't see any super bullish indicators. Upside down candle. I think that's bearish. 30, that's not good. What else can we look at? What's one more? EMB. Just looked. Oh, you could check out a link. Yeah, link also. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't want to fall into the same trap that I just sort of fell into. Although, could have just drawn this one. Put that there. Yeah. See, it's coming down. So it's hard to say on this one. We are gonna wait. That's kind of the same thing I'm looking at the dot right now. Let's close this out. Actually, let's wait. Now that indicate that candle, that last candle, this one here, that's a bearish pin bar. The bearish drove back down. Now it doesn't look like much. I'm gonna come right back to link. Hold on. I just wanted to make sure that I shouldn't be selling this one. I'm gonna put a selling order at 22.4523. 22.4504. So 22.450. And I'll take basically anything. How much do I have? 20. And I'll sell. It's going to be a sell. That's just going to cover me in case. That's nice. Okay, sorry. Let's go back to link. So what I did there is just kind of protecting myself so I can look at this. And yeah, there's definitely some trading happening right along here. Now I'm not really great at drawing these, but let's assume that I'm right, yeah. So under this, it does tell me it's short. Now where would I kind of expect it to drop to? Probably here. Wow, definitely just, well, yeah. So I could have shorted that. I don't think I'm going to now, but that would have been a beautiful 2 and 5 minute trade. $5, $10. You know, might have made up for my $30 loss that I might be looking at. So we're gonna watch this intently. And honestly, if Binance bounces, I might just buy another $10 worth of Binance too. So yeah. So let's just see what's going on. Checking on the stream here. Everything looks good. This is super interesting. People saw that and just shorted it like crazy, or people had some stops. Either one. So people probably had stops here. Ooh, it's not really what I wanted to see. It's bullish and bearish. So there's tons of bulls. But this is just such a great place to trade. I wish I was in it here. Because now it's like, yeah. But it's good to know that, call this back testing, I guess. We're going to come back to link. Lots going on there. Actually, I might change my mind. I'm going to set a buy order. Oh, yeah. I think I want to buy that. But there's so much bearish energy there. That's a power move. And if it breaks through that, I really don't know how low this thing's going to drop. The next one's support's not here, so this is going to be an important line. And I don't want to buy even a small position here and have a crater. Look at these are huge engulfing. Looks like we have support. So, probably should have bought there. Oh, jump in. Where's my link? we're going to put it in one small order, 14461. 4, 6, 3, 5, 4, 7 for 14.47 for, actually that's fine. So we'll see what happens there. Looks like dot came back down. So guys, I prefer this so much to the Binance chart. It's not even funny. Binance chart's just awful. Where did I go wrong on my dot chart here? That's why we did retest this line. So not sure why I didn't sell up here, or why I wasn't. I guess that's what, 10 minutes ago. We might have opened it up about here, but this is a bullish either way. Bears dropped it, bulls pushed it. And this thing's gonna break. I'm holding this one till at least this top line, I think. That's what I'm looking for. Anyways. Let's see how bad it is. Yeah, linked it okay. BNB. Totally want to look away from this, because if it does drop, it could be bad. Oh yeah, that's what we want. Tested this bottom, and they said no. So guys, it's not gonna be exact. I probably could have bought here, but I'm still a little shy. And 22.5. You know what? I'm gonna call that. Where's that? BNB. I believe that says 22.547. Limit. Put a limit sell on there. Great. And I'll show you what that looks like there. Again, it doesn't really show up. It's just this, honestly. I don't know if it's just the testnet that is this bad. I haven't tried out the real one yet, but the testnet's awful. Dollar and fees. Oh, excuse me, that's for a different one. Let's see. I can refresh this, and we'll see what we're looking at. 24, yes! Wow, guys, I'm so happy to see that. So this will be, yeah, at 7:30. So we made $10 and 10 cents in commission. So that's pretty sweet. And positions at $9 on dot. I'm also happy to take that. 5.788. You know what? I'm definitely gonna take 5.799. Gone. And just like that, like check this out. I'll show you what that got. What's my last trade open? I got a link trade open. So I only opened up that link trade just for fun because we're kind of doing this stream. I thought I might sell something, but if I wasn't, I probably wouldn't have. So this Binance one, it did test this. We called that, you know, and I got a little nervous here. I saw $10, and honestly, that $10 is worth it to me. It's probably gonna keep going up, and you know, I could have left it, but I don't need to. What was my other one? Dot. So this dot trade, you know, we kind of identified this line. Oh, look, you know, we sold right sort of near the top actually, and it did. It really did test this. So we definitely identified this point of tension here, and that's pretty much where I want to sell. You know, I said I'm looking for it here. We got it, and we sold it. I didn't need more. just quick check on our link trade. Our link trade's in the money. He's stuck. Looks like I was sort of right. There's definitely some support around here, and we're just gonna kind of see what happens there. I might even, as soon as this, honestly, I'm just gonna actually put a loss on that because it looks like there's some action at 14.8, 14 point. I might have to be in this one for a little while. Yeah, if it drops, this could get ugly. I'm hoping there's some buying pressure. If not, it's going to keep dropping. And it really could go all the way down here. Yeah, that is. So right here, something tells me we want to sell this and probably short it all the way down. That's what my instinct says. It's just so hard to use the Binance platform. It takes forever to make limit market trade. Who knows what price you'll get on the, especially on the testnet. Yeah, this thing is gonna crater. I'm closing it. I changed my mind. And so I'll show you what that looks like also. Hopefully, I think we marketed it. Hopefully we didn't get something awful. We'll wait and see. It was just a little bit too crazy for me. Sorry guys. I know we wanted to see 3 greens, but it didn't happen today. I wasn't really expecting it to come down this far. Once it got here, you know, yeah, there's some support, but I had no idea if it was going to rocket down. And you know, if this is a morning trade, if I had all day to kind of watch this, I would probably short here. But I've had enough for the day. So let me just show you that last transaction, just to show you guys what it looks like. Trade history here. So we this BNB sell made $10. The dot sell made 7.5, and link we looks like we lost. The market sell happened in 2, and we lost 35 cents with the 10 cents fee, so we lost 50 cents. And we paid about $1 in commission, so we lost $1.50. Made 7.5 plus 10.36 minus $1.50. $16 for the day. Not great, but you know what? I'm still kind of tempted to short this just for fun. Normally, this is so important, guys. You gotta want to walk away. And $16 plus something like 4 is $20 at lots. I just don't know what's happening here. Oh, I would love to short that and just write that sucker down. Okay, fine. You guys want to see? This is why you don't trade for the sake of trading. Because here there is some kind of, look at this. There's a lot of history of this bouncing right back up. But 20 link is 10 link. I just want to mark it. I'm gonna sell the short. We'll wait. We'll give this 5 minutes. 14.4652. 4652. 14.465. That's way up here. So if we get to there, 6.4 even. 4.5. We're just gonna sell it. How much did I buy? 20. doesn't matter. I'm going to reduce only. So we'll buy long. And that's just a, it's kind of like a stop loss there. And so, this position, I think we're just going to watch this. And, this is interesting. So we'll give this 2 minutes. And, oh, jumping. That's not good. And, yeah, so, like I said, I started trading equities. And, I don't have a ton of money. And I started to use a bunch of margin on a couple plays that I was confident in. They played out. And, now I want to switch it up. So now I'm going to try and learn futures. Gotta get my cat. Started letting my cat outside, and we don't want to let her out at night yet. So, what did I miss? Oh, and there. I think honestly that probably. There we go. That. I actually kind of want to cancel this. It didn't fill yet. I'm lost as much as I thought I was going to. Which is strange. The market was 14. Oh. Well, there you go, guys. That's why you don't make the one more trade. Now I'm stuck with an ugly short position. I could take the L on this too. Yeah. I knew I shouldn't have traded that. There was too much going on there. And look, it's doing this exact same thing. Right here we can see this drop, basically the same thing. And I really don't expect it to come back down here. Oh, that's so annoying. Sometimes we make bad trades. But it's important that we know what to do when these things get away from us. So, market that. Could probably go long here. Might even come all the way back. I have a feeling it is. That's why you don't make emotional trades, guys. Let me just double check. What do I see here? If I had just opened this chart, we had been in here for so long. Look, all day. Really. Well, I saw a good quote today. It says, you don't have to win them all. It doesn't matter how many times you win or lose, it just matters how much you win when you win, and how much you lose when you lose. Wow. I wasn't expecting that, to be totally honest. I might stick this out for like another minute or two, because this is super interesting. There's a ton of action here. We just saw, in the past few minutes we saw. This is pretty big actually. Down percent up percent. That's big price action. If you're not careful, it'll definitely get liquidated here. Oh wow, that's just annoying. I should have held, it's things like this, and this is kind of why I'm doing this. If I held on this short, I could have made. Oh wow, if I held on to it a bit longer, but just looking at some of these, some of this. Wow, Now, I kind of want to get in on this. Maybe not. You know what, guys? I think we're going to call it. Thank you for joining me on this is day 5 of me paper trading. And I think we did okay. We still came away with about $15. And yeah, which doesn't even sound great, but really, 15 divided by, that's 1.5% that we made today. So, you know, if I was trading with something a little bit bigger, I would have done alright today. So thanks for joining, and see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe and subscribe to me on YouTube and follow my Twitter. Thanks so much.